Yeah, even when he's at 3 HP, you can't be counting him out of those kind of clutches. But 1-0, we go to Fnatic as they pick up this opening round, and we said, you know,
however,
their
I wonder if this
defensive
is going to be
side,
another spot where they just go for a really
exactly what they wanted to see. They got that little bit of aggression out on A.
Shados is having none of it.
And the bind coming up next. It's such a risky map too between these two teams. My God. With 8-8 right here and now, it's all on the line. It's anyone's game. Fnatic on the attack. They look for the A site yet again. We can see them slowed out by that wall. They're stopped for a moment. They're trying to allow some space for Magnum to maybe pick up one or two. As he's moving in towards the B site, probably going to pop up that wall as well and just make things that little bit more convincing for this to be a B play. But the rotations aren't coming. Mac are sat here in position, and here comes the Viper util. That's going to give away the fact that this is an A play.
Again, quick after play. It's so pretty just to watch with the poison orb down, the quick blast back after plant. It almost looks too easy, but I feel like that was by design. It was allowed to happen by Mech, and instead they're gonna watch their space be taken. What? The right clicks are supposed to be nerfed. It's not meant to work like that, and already you can see the afterplan utility. They're trying to do the same again. Nats knows he has to push this, and he's at least got rid of the aftershock. That will buy them a few extra seconds, but again, that snakebite is there. Boaster now down, and look how far away he is, just waiting with that orbital strike, just gonna burn the clock down even further, just wasting as much time as they can. But it looks like there will still be enough to go for this defusal. It's gonna be done. I don't think there's anything Mystic can do about it. It is so damn close. None of them have been as successful as this.
Oh my, hello. We're right on into the action. Defo's taking down Mystic inside their spawn. He's on top of that box before the barriers have even gone up. That is unbelievable. Start out here with a showstopper for Durka, trying to seize back that space. Default is going to be the prime spot for that, and well, the boom bot made it that little bit easier. Midnight Nats, sweet dreams. We're back in M3C's favor. Mech putting a 4v3 on the board now. As this plant comes down, things are going to be tough for Fnatic to hold on to control.
Oh, the ults, though. That gets them the Viper's Pit online. They also have a Rolling Thunder to try and hold them back. That was attempted to use to stop Defo getting anything from this, and actually will. If he shot just a second earlier, he had a freebie. Shados, though, comes back with 2. And now it's left all onto Boaster. A 1 versus 4. He's within his own Viper's Pit. He's trying to spot where these remaining players are. You can see the spam. He'll take the first, though. Chronicle already gone, and he might have just masked the sound by being able to drop down. He's going to hear all of their own footsteps, and it's just spamming within the smoke. Brings it down to 1, and Boaster clutches the 1 versus 4. Unbelievable.
Not the guy you expect to come in and win these clutches. Christ, I saw Nukia win a clutch in this sort of scenario, and it wasn't even half as ridiculous. His cam is amazing. Can we get a replay of just his cam here? And I completely understand why. That was just disgusting.
I feel like he did almost all of that off of just like muzzle flares.
Yeah. Vandals, man.
Look like.
Vandals, yeah, you come into Viper's world with a Vandal, that's what you get. Now, Durka's, you know, he's hoping that Nats is an idiot, essentially, that the Nats would stand on the same spot that he has, that he just did last round when he got boom bot and then showstoppered. Surprisingly, he moved. But the fact that he moved, sure, it means a boom bot and nade doesn't do any damage or anything like that. But it's got Fnatic the site for free. And this is a team that likes to play post-plant from Dish. Okay, they're going to see the wall breaking. They're going to hear it at least. They're going to know there's a player coming behind them unless they're distracted in this push forward. Around the orbital strike, Defo catches Durka. And now Magnum, well, he's got to be huge on this flank. If they don't know that he's here, that could completely change the tide of the game, but well, it might not. There's just too many players to deal with here. The Molly's down, though, to stop that defuse. Shados has gone to it, and Magnum's got a double. Another round for Fnatic players. But Tom, the timing was so perfect. He was knifing the wall as they were blast packing onto site, orbital striking, and rolling thunder. Like,
That much time it's actually wasted, because I don't even know if they had that even if Magnum wasn't there. Like, I genuinely think that Molotov might have still won them the round. So it's actually absurd how much they're actually able to do with with this Molotov in combination with everything they have on Viper. It's grotesque. And well, Mech again, they look like they were in a stellar spot to win a round. That's back-to-back rounds that, if anything, should have been theirs. It's normally them doing this to other teams. Fnatic showing that depth within the roster still. They've got to be careful here, though, because those pistols, well, they've already lost a round to this earlier.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about Mech and Frenzies, man. They just took down Durka and Brave Af, but Durka tried to blast back out. I think he just got caught on his teammate on the way. Unfortunate series of events. This is starting to look ridiculous, man. Has Magnum gone down as well? Like, Mystic was hovering the orbital strike, but not now. Not in a 2v4. And they're even running into the 3 stacked site. This is where Mech have all their players. This is where Fnatic, Tom, constantly played retake. They gave up this space. Maybe they thought versus the pistols, they'd have as easy of a time as Mech did on their attack pushing out onto A. But this is, well, clearly not the case. And if they're expecting there to be 3 players here as they push forward, I mean, they know there's one on the right. Chronicle's probably going to catch them off guard. Well, the Molly will at least give it away, but there's 10 seconds left. Round's over. No way to get to sight, and certainly not with a few bullets to the head. These days, you expect close games. There's nothing worse than just having those stomps. Okay, 2 players going to be spotted towards Dish right away. Mech taking aggressive control, but Fnatic, despite knowing there's 2 players here, they're not deterred. Maybe they should have been. Good nade. That's taking Durka down too, and they're still going. Oh, God. Just not stopping, rushing it down, and well, it has worked very well indeed. That flash even to close things out. 7 HP, aftershock up. And sure, Defo goes down in the end, but who gives a damn? That's 11 to 10. I want to see it. I want to see that map happen. It's going to be fun, but when it comes to right here on Fracture, I didn't think Mech would do this well. And with some of the rounds they've whiffed out on as well, I mean, this game was already closed out. They've had to rely on pistol rounds winning them out. They are legging it into this site. Pace is huge. The orbital strike still leaves Nats comfortable, and he tanks the orbital strike to take Mystic down. A poetic trade. Showstopper behind. It's too late. They've gotten away.
That was close. And again, an afterplan looking likely. Magnum's managed to lurk through the smoke, and this also gives them the information. Boaster spots the whole squad trying to wrap around in the underground, and it leaves just 2 standing now. Defo, Shados to try and clutch this one out. Economy-wise, they're good. They might as well go for something here, even if it's just for the ultimate orbs. Try and find those extra kills and make it costly for Fnatic, but no one is showing a thing.
Yeah, Fnatic just staying tucked in. They're making the right call on this one. Run that clock all the way down. Look at Mech just running out into all these angles. They don't have the info to play with here. 1 versus 2 for Shados. He'll move up into heaven and catch 1. And now he can start this defuse. The wall is down.
Oh, no time.
There's no time. Yeah, they've got this one in the bag. Magnum realized that he was just running for his life. And out of it, I would have been happy. But this entire map has been back and forth. We've got 8-8.
Spike down.
We've got 9-9, 10-10. We're just keep it going. I love it.
We could be here a while if it keeps going like that.
And I'm fine with that, Tom. I'm fine with that. Both games today as well are unbelievable. But anyone's going to have a hard time following this, I'll tell you that.
That is true. Again, 11-11, early dish control. It's something, as said, that Mech love to fight for this part of the map. One of the positions they want to deny, especially more so against Fnatic. Like, considering the afterplants that they've had from this spot, don't let them have it. Instead, though, Fnatic have started challenging in early blast pack to take down any trips and to gain that space for free. There's a flash ready to be popped. However, Nats is completely blind within the site. And while Chronicle, there's little he could do here. It's going to be an afterplant. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Well, Defo wants to at least object to that. Luckily, they haven't planted on the back of the site. That nade would have been fantastic otherwise. So, positioning for this retake into a Viper's pit. Very little to work with. This is a tough round for Mech. One that they want to commit to. Magnum has been caught on this site. That damage is good, but the reality is 2v5 Viper's pit.
Yeah.
Spike planted time against you. Still post-plant setup. Remember, you don't know how much they still have to work with. Sure, you're expecting you can take down the Viper, but what about your breach? What about your even the showstopper and stuff online? Like, man, there's way too much to get back into this site. Mech take one glance at that scoreboard. They realize, goddamn, we cannot fight this. We've got to run. But that actually puts them in a pretty bleak situation for this final round as well, Tom.
So now they're going to stack up onto the B site. I was going to question whether or not Fnatic would still fight for this. It looks like they definitely are.
Yeah, the Spike's actually the one leading the charge as well. Luckily, took behind that box. He won't be spotted. And Dirk is on for 3. Oh, he'll do it himself. Running it down on this B site. Should be nice and easy. Nats is still around, bulldog in hand, caught behind some smokes inside a snake fight, and not the prettiest of fights we've ever seen. The Boombot was there to close it out either way. Chronicle, he'd love to have an orbital strike here, but even then, Tom, how much would that really help? This round is looking done. This map is looking to go the same way. It's been one hell of a fight for Fnatic. And just 1 kill away from taking that step towards Reykjavik. They'll have 2 maps. Try and close it out and then book their spot over there.
Chronicle's giving this a go, but... Okay, he's managed to get himself an orbital strike. He's going to try and deny at least a little bit of extra space, but there's so many angles to hold, and of course it's going to be Durka. Closing things out with a 4K, it is Fnatic.